Density is the amount of stuff in a space. The mathematical formula is density equals matter over volume. This scientific phenomenon causes lots of things that we see in our everyday world. For instance, when you're in your house and hot water comes through the vent, it rises. That's because less dense, hotter atoms rise, and the cold, more dense atoms sink. The same phenomenon, density, causes ducts to float. It causes magma to rise through rock layers, creating intrusions in geology. It causes tectonic plates to converge and diverge because of convection in the mantle. It causes hurricanes, wind, ocean currents. Many things are caused by density. Also, Earth's layers were created due to density. So we are going to mimic that right now. We have several different objects. We have dish detergent, honey, oil, hot water, and cold water. Each of these items has a different density to mimic the different materials that are in the earth. At first, Earth was made of a bunch of materials that were attracted together by gravity, and density caused them to eventually form layers, just like the materials that we have here today. So I'm going to start by pouring in the honey. That would be the first layer, most like the inner core. If you remember, the inner core is the hottest layer of Earth, and it's hotter than the sun. Now we are going to add cold water. That was a lot of cold water. Next, we'll add dish soap. So the cold water would be like the outer core. This dish soap would be like the mantle, except the mantle is actually the largest layer of Earth. Can you see it? Can you see the blue dish soap on top? Yes. Maybe a little bit more. Now we'll add some hot water. It goes down through the layers, but then it settles right above the dish detergent. Add a little bit more. And then the last thing that we're going to add is oil. So right now you should see several different layers that represent the Earth's layers, the crust on the outside, which we stand on, the mantle under us, the outer core, and the inner core. Those layers were created because each of them have different elements in them, and those elements have different densities. The most dense elements sunk to the inner core, and the least dense elements are on the crust. And they created layers just like you see here.